Yo, I'm out here. Shout out to Honorable Men Discord. I'm out here with my boy, man. He out here doing big things. I had to come and show some love to the camera, to the mic. My name La. We're going to get into fathers and flowers, though. You know what I'm saying? I want to get into that. I know on Mother's Day, a lot of mothers get flowers. A lot of women get flowers. And we don't get our flowers enough. So we got to get them while we still can smell them. I want to tap into that. So let's get it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new, I would never cower.
First off, like I said, my name La. I'm from Brooklyn, born and raised, from Sheepshead Bay. We out here in Coney Island, we neighbors. So I ain't want to be nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? I want to connect with y'all in the background, my stomach grounds where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? To relate to y'all even more. But first off, I just want to shout out to all the men out there that's taking care of their kids, single fathers or co-parenting or married, however y'all doing it. Much respect to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we don't get enough credit, we don't get enough love, enough flowers. So I'm the person, I'm the man that's gonna bring that to light, or at least try to. In 2015, my son was born, and from that day, I've been a single father. Not really a single father. I'm saying my son got a stepmom. She's been in his life and things like that. But when it comes to his real mom, she hasn't been there. You know what I'm saying? For 8-9 years now. Last time she's seen him since she was 2. And I don't really like talking about that. You understand? When it comes to my son's mother, I don't like putting people in certain business. If it ain't important to you, you shouldn't know it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to my moms and my grandma, my brother, my family, the people that's supposed to know is supposed to know. That's how I look at it. So when people ask me how she doing, she good, it ain't none of y'all business. I know what it is, and we gonna go off that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to talk too much about me. You know what I'm saying? I want to tap into things that we don't really tap into. We don't really talk about as much. Everybody on Instagram, y'all post up smoking and partying and chilling with girls like with nothing. But when it comes to that realness, that truth, sometimes people don't want to hear it because they scared to hear it. The truth gonna hurt. But either way, you gotta know. When it comes to black men, we was always set up to fail. We was always set up to not be in our kids' life. You understand? They make it to where you at work all day, the moms is at work all day, the kids is at school. So you're not even getting that bonding time with your kids. You understand what I'm saying? Because the teachers is spending more time with your kids than you are. And I'm not saying that's completely wrong. Obviously it's not, because our kids need to be in school. But when the fathers is not getting that actual bonding time and that quality time with your kids, it's gonna hurt in the long run on both sides, right? So even with the co-parenting, if y'all not getting along as mother and father, all right, cool. Then it should only be about the child. But it's relationships every day. That's not relationships no more. That's arguing, fighting, going through problems, and again, it's not about the child. And it should be. If y'all don't love each other no more, it's not about y'all, okay, move on. But y'all still got a responsibility. Y'all still got a duty. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all still got something to do, and that's take care of that child. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk too long. I'm gonna bounce around a little bit in certain things, but I just want to get people an outlook and put their minds where it need to be, especially black men. Like I said, co-parenting is a big thing. Both parents is even better. If y'all can find out to work it out, work it out. Don't let small things break up a happy home or break up a relationship, because that's gonna take away from y'all raising y'all child the right way. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, my pops left when I was 5. And people probably could have thought that I'd have been in prison, or I'd have been out here doing drugs, or have a whole bunch of kids. That ain't the case, because my mom was just as strong. So my mother was a father and a mother in my life, for me and my brother. So I want to hear that, you need both parents. It's great to have, don't get me wrong, of course. Why wouldn't you want to have both parents in your life? It's a balance. The mom gonna nurture and show you more love, your dad is too, but the dad is more tough love. So when you're not getting that at home, or if your parents are breaking up and then now it's limited, yeah, it's gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because now the kid is losing out, the child is losing out. So that's why I say I respect all men that take care of their kids no matter what, no matter circumstances, no matter the obstacles you go through, no matter the pain you're going through. At the end of the day, we got a responsibility. My pops left us at 5. My mom said put a gun to his head and tell him to leave. That was his choice. Do I forgive him? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the far as I go with it. Forgiveness, and that's it. I have not seen my pops since I was 12. And I know there's a lot of men out there that don't have their fathers in their life. Either they left, incarcerated, or they died. That should not stop you from being the man you're supposed to be. I'm not bold enough to take a black man's life, no matter what. I'll fight you if that come to it. But when it comes to taking a black man's life, I'm not that bold. I'm not doing that. Because the system is set up for us to do that. To kill a black man off, kill black fathers off, however it may be. And then I ain't gonna partake in that. Sometimes when we in the neighborhood and we in the projects, it's called a project for a reason. They put liquor stores around the projects. So when you go inside the projects, the same brothers and dudes that you call your brothers that you bought that liquor with, you go inside the projects, have arguments with, fight with, and now you're killing that person. That's why it's called the projects. It's their project. We the experiment in the project. Us black men, us black fathers, and even some old men. I'm not gonna say just black men and black fathers, but majority is black men and black fathers. Everybody knows that. White men tell you that. That's just what it is. So when it comes to living in a project, sometimes you gotta circle the block. You ain't gotta walk through the hood all the time. Circle the block, because it's set up for us to fail, to kill each other, not be in our kids' life. Most of our men is in prison, not being their kids' life. The other half is at work, not being their kids' life. So when you're not at work, when you come home, you gotta take that time out to be in your kids' life. It ain't about playing the game, watching the game, smoking, partying, chilling. That's all cool. But that's taking the time also away from your child if you're not getting that actual bond time we're supposed to have if they're at school all day. You know what I'm saying? Or you incarcerated, or was incarcerated, however you want to put it. We gotta get our flowers. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the myth or fathers is dead beats. It's up to you. Nobody, like I said, nobody put a gun to your head and say you can't be here for your kids. Nobody killed you off and said you can't be here for your kids. That is no excuse. We ain't gotta kill a black man off. They doing that enough. They putting it in the foods. They putting certain things on television. The liquor, the weed. So now, like I said, we come to each other and now it's like we're not loving each other no more. We're not showing that love. We want to argue. We want to fight. Nah. Take a walk. You get into an argument, take a walk right quick. But the thing is, everybody want to show off in front of somebody. They want to. If it's a crowd around, they want to prove something to somebody. Take a walk. And I'm not saying take that walk to go fight. Take that walk to go talk. Because now you're gonna see a man true colors when he's not around nobody. He's not around the crowd. He's not around that bad influence. Take that walk. Circle the block. Don't walk through and be mixy all the time. Because that's the shit that get us in the shit. That's the shit that put us in prison. That's the shit that we end up dead. Not all the time, most of the time. And it's messed up to say, but that's reality. And it is what it is. I love being a father. I love raising my child because I know that he's gonna be better than me. And I'm gonna do everything for him that my father didn't do for me. I'm gonna do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? My era was different. How we grew up was different. It's a thin line between respect and fear. You want your kids to respect you, not fear you. So I don't believe in putting your hands on kids all the time. Your word should be enough, especially from a father. Your word should be enough. You shouldn't have to repeat yourself. And if you have to, take things away. You don't gotta resort to violence all the time. I'm talking with your kids, with your brothers, your cousins, your friends. Talk. We don't do enough of that. Everybody want to argue. Everybody want to fight. Everybody want to just get their point across in violence. Don't gotta be that, because you watch the shit on TV. You watch too much movies, music videos. You try to beat somebody on TV, you try to beat somebody you not, or probably putting a battery in your back. Listen, man, long story short, like I said, I know this dude from back in the day. Was never a gangster, was never a fighter, or nothing like that. He was a rapper, played basketball. He was a chill type dude. Got around the wrong people, and they had him doing things they wouldn't do themselves. Long story short, he ended up dead. They still living though, but he ended up dead. That's what I'm saying. 17-year-old kid in my neighborhood, running around the wrong crew, running around the wrong kids. Dead, shot out of his school. Life is too short for you to want to kill him, the next man. Talk it out. Take a walk. Because now you kill that man, take him raising his kids. Now you breaking that home. Now that mother stressing, crying, struggling. That kid ain't got no father. So it's you by you doing that, you fuck up the whole environment. You fuck up everything around you. We gotta change that. We gotta change that narrative. We gotta change that shit. I can argue. I can get y'all point across. But why I gotta come to something else? Nah. Let's support each other, love each other, take care of one another. Especially when you got kids. You raising your kids. I respect that. That ain't a job. You don't get a trophy for that. You supposed to do that. You supposed to do that. My man wanted to go out for a party. I said, bro, what you doing? He said, nah, son, I ain't doing nothing, man. I gotta watch my kids. That's it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to go out, but I gotta watch my kids. That's your duty. That's your job. As a father, you don't get a trophy for that. We gotta be in our kids' life way more, not just when we're supposed to, not on just on graduation, not just on we getting a good report card. Every single day, talk to our kids as men, not as little boys, because before we know, they grown up as men fast. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, our era was different. We didn't have all of that, so they grew up a little faster because of social media. So we gotta be more involved in our kids' life, however that may be. You break up, you and your significant other not working out. Cool. Don't make it to where you can't raise the kid or be in the kid's life. You know what I'm saying? So any father out there, like I said, I respect you taking care of your kids, holding your kids down, not bringing no aggressive, no violent disrespect to the mother. I gotta work together. It takes two to do damage. If y'all can be together and work it out, even better. If not, cool. Be friends, be co-parents, because it's not about y'all no more. If y'all want to break up, it's not about y'all. Not about the family. Now it's about your child. And what you're going to do to raise that child and put that child in the best position possible. Like I said, I love being a father. It's a blessing. It's a joy. It's an investment. My son is my investment. Period. My son's mom left when he was 2. He's 10. She out there, I'll give y'all the real. She out there in Canada doing whatever. Drugs, probably prostituting, I don't know. Really don't care. At this point, you would never see my son. And it's messed up to say that, because I don't want to say that. But if the shoe was on the other foot, if I was out here running the streets, selling drugs, and not a prison, it'd be the same thing. It'd be the same thing. So that has to change. So the same thing that if a father is doing something wrong and it's broadcasted for being a deadbeat or for doing something wrong or for not doing something, it gotta be the same thing for the mother as well, or for a woman as well. Period. And I'm starting my channel, Fathers and Flowers, and for the guest speakers, every guest speaker will be a woman. Every guest speaker will be a woman. Don't be biased, be open-minded, have an open heart, and just listen. And understand that a lot of men got pain, a lot of men got stories, a lot of men cry too, a lot of men got emotion. They run from that emotion. Sometimes you gotta take the emotional route to get through your pain. Shout out to Honorable Man Discord. I'm out here, we're in Cognac, we're in Brooklyn. Fathers and Flowers, we coming soon. I gotta speak to every man's soul out here. That's what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta get our flowers while we can still smell them, not when we die. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to my boy, man. We out here, man. We doing it big, man. Much love, much respect. We're in Cognac, we're in Brooklyn. Raise your damn kids, man. You don't get no motherfucking trophy for that. You don't get no motherfucking money for that. You don't get no clap for that. That's what you're supposed to do. Be in our kids' life every single day, faithfully. Text, FaceTime, pull up, school, does not matter. Not graduation, not just basketball practice, every single day. Be in our kids' life. And this changes narrative, man. Fathers and Flowers, Honorable Discord. We out here. Let's get it.